It's so optimal.
Cool.
It's optimal prime. Have you, speaking of prime, have you tried that prime sports drink?
You don't remember, do you? You've tried it here before. When they first launched it, they sent me cases of it.
Yeah.
Being like, we'd love you to test it out and give us feedback and stuff. And I hated it, so I didn't drink it. But we had a fridge full of it downstairs. They sent us like...
You should have kept that until...
It'd be worth so much money.
It would, yeah. Well, not now, because they've started selling it in supermarkets.
Oh, have they?
Like Woolworths, it's like $4. And my kids were always like, we need to go and stop at this, the international candy stores to get prime. And then I'm like, all right. And they're like, it's $12 a bottle. And I'm like, $12 for fucking Gatorade?
Now I know why you always complain about having no money, because you're buying prime out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Good morning, party people. Welcome to the Breakdown with Nath and Johnny. We are well past our prime. But you know who's not? Bring the Horizon.
Yeah.
This is a brand new single, Lost.
Yeah, we almost lost him there. Hey, full disclosure, we have actually already heard this track. We were lucky enough to sit in on the, was it like a premiere of sorts?
I don't think you're supposed to tell people that, but sure, you've just told them now. So, okay. Yeah, we have heard the song before.
Well, just because, I feel like we need to be transparent because we are always honest when we haven't heard a song. And
that's correct.
I feel like there's a lot of... Potentially. None of the ones
I would have done is been like, we have actually heard this song before. Okay. Rather than be like, Sony sat us down and gave us an early listen.
Well,
just
name drop Sony, but it was
Sony.
And Jordan was there too, and it was a lovely little time. And we got to hear the track, but we haven't seen the video because the video wasn't ready. I'm super excited. We loved the song. We thought it was really cool. Really...
We'll talk about the stuff auditorily. Is that a word?
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Well, I know auditory is.
Yeah.
Auditorily.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about the
Should we Google
sounds stuff at the end of it that we already
much more professional
talked about. We're excited. Let's get into it. If you're new here and you want to support us, we have a Patreon.
They're not new. If they're the only thing is they wouldn't be new here. They've seen us before. It's just they're actually watching again, hoping that they like us more this time, and they might finally subscribe or like.
Johnny's got a much bigger opinion of us than I do. He's like, oh, everyone's seen us. We're fucking cool dudes.
No, hey, I don't.
I'm so cool. I'm popular on the internet.
No, that's the thing. I don't have a good opinion of it. I know they've all seen us. They just don't subscribe to our shit.
I can press play now.
No, he's alive!
Not for long.
Oh,
Jesus.
Brainy.
Oh!
Grab the syringe! Quick!
Oh! Holy psycho. Oh!
He forgot his top.
Just don't ease him into it. Just stabbing eyes.
If you're not stabbing eyes, you're missing out.
Fucking hell.
Oh, he didn't forget his top. He's got it.
Yeah. Never leave home without a good hat, people.
Scalp.
Watching Evangelion with a big fat slug of cannon. I lost the plot a little while ago.
I love the upside down frosting. Oh my goodness.
My friends hate me. I saw myself on MTV. My ego is not my amigo. Oh, maybe I don't belong on this planet. Red crescent moons all over my hands. It's too much to take. I can't understand it.
His hand tattoo's faded quite a lot.
Yeah, I imagine it would.
Have you seen Tristan's hand tattoo?
Nope.
It hasn't.
Really?
Our friend had a breakup and he got a broken heart here and said love stinks because he was like, I'm going to document as it leaves my hand and fades away. And then 2 years later it's just like, of inks. And there's still most of a heart. Quite funny.
Maybe he doesn't use his hands enough.
I'm sorry, but whatever's rattling on your wrist is fucking annoying.
It's my...
Yeah, leave the drumming to them. I don't need to have the rattle going on.
No, just shut the fuck up. Deal with it.
There's also a microphone there. That's going to be him for those people.
No, they think it's a tambourine.
Just an alphabet tambourine. Can fell that.
Imaginary enemies, suicidal tendencies, serotonin's proper on its arse. I used to go to therapy, but the doctor tried to section me.
It's very Clockwork Orange.
Oh, this is fucking wild.
Because I don't think I belong on this planet. Red clouds and moons all over my head. It feels like something I can't fucking stand it. Someone tell me why
Little guest feature there.
this way. Stupid medicine, not doing anything. What the hell is fucking wrong with me? I guess there's no remedy. Always better me. I'm so terribly lost.
Fun bit. Will I get this one?
If I keep this up, I think I'm gonna break down.
Whoa!
You like the boys' vibes?
Yeah, fully. God, that's a fun breakdown.
Am I this way?
We haven't paused this at all. This is too much fun.
I've been enjoying watching the film clip a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about that at the end.
The fact that I'm enjoying watching it a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. How dare you? It's so weird.
The last one must have come from the bad batch. Bagels?
I think we also got a sneak peek of something new just then as well at the end.
Yeah.
That radio playing in the background sounded like it was more Bring Me the Horizon.
Ooh.
Might be a little Easter egg for those of you playing at home. Or I'm wrong.
Hey, I don't have the answers. So,
To anything. Almost anything.
I have some answers. So, now, you really enjoyed that clip, right?
Mm-hmm.
So did I. I thought it was really fun. It was fucking exceptional. That's easily one of the clips of the year. It was so well done. Production value was absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Special effects were insane.
Fun but graphic. It was very reminiscent of The Boys because it was fun but hectic.
It was so graphic.
Yeah.
It was so graphic. So a couple of things on that. Number one, it's interesting to me that they've gone for this. I guess it's a little bit more of a sort of, I won't say safe in the terms of like the song, but safe in the terms of it's quite pop driven. It's quite catchy and all that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yet the music video is so hectic. You know what I mean? So it's not like what you would say would be a mainstream music video, which is kind of a cool juxtaposition. Because you wouldn't, if you're just listening to it, you wouldn't think that. Now, my other point is, if we hadn't heard that song already, do you think this would have been one of those times where there's so much going on in the video and you're so like immersed in it that you might not have been able to pay as much attention to the song and all the nuances, because that song has so many cool nuances, so many cool production elements.
Yeah, definitely. But it also has replay value. I will watch that again. Because that was such a cool film clip. And
Yeah.
I think you're obviously watching again, you're taking new stuff, but I'm also going to take in new stuff from the actual music itself.
Absolutely.
I also think that's a song that people's going to want to listen to on its own anyway.
For sure, it's so good. And touching on the thing I said before about being safe, I did notice on someone else's post that I saw, They said that it was a bit safe or whatever. My take on that is when you're a band as big as Bring Me the Horizon and you're known for really pushing the envelope and, stretching yourself as artists, going back to what may seem like, oh, they've gone down the emo thing, that's easier, that's simpler and safer. I actually think it's not. I think it's, the same as Parkway going for a more sort of stripped back, in a sense, more leaning towards mainstream sound. I actually think it's quite dangerous for a band to do that because people are expecting them to always be pushing and always be evolving a certain way. But then again, I think that's such a great song and such a great sort of sound for them and an homage to bands like My Cam and The Used and all that sort of thing. And they do it so well. I really enjoyed it.
I don't agree that it's safe, and I don't think... I know you're saying the emo thing, they're like... Full transparency, Jordan did say this was something they wanted to pay tribute and like go along the lines of the bands that they love, like your My Cams. I don't think it had a My Cam vibe to me at all. I think the biggest thing to that stood out to me was, and I said this to you after we listened to it the first time, was Sonny Moore before he was Skrillex. After From First to Last, there's an EP, it was just called Sonny Moore, and there was like 5 songs on it, and that has so many nuances. And Jordan himself did say there's like a Skrillexy vibe to part of it, which I really stands out. Even just the interesting use of the synth and stuff.
Yeah.
I see way more nods towards that alternative electronic scene than I do the emo scene. I don't think either of them are safe.
No, I agree. I don't think it's safe because I think it's just easy for people to call it safe. And it's an easy sort of stab at the band for those people who want them to go back to, Suicide Season or even Sempiternal is probably the main one, you know what I mean? But I'm with you. I don't think it's safe. I think that it shows the level of songwriting the band has to be able to go down this route and still make it so interesting and creative. But I think for me, the biggest sort of throwback to the emo scene is just at the start, like how it kicks in. It's very sort of, I'm not okay.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like...
And also the big open chorus.
Yeah. His voice is absolutely fantastic for this style.
We've said that every single time we checked out something new for them, it becomes more and more prevalent that he's just a truly fantastic vocalist now.
Yeah. But this is like a cool sort of culmination of everything that makes them as well. Because that breakdown, the use of the double kick and the syncopation and the heaviness of it and his trademark sort of vocal tone when he screams... It's not like they've gone, oh, we're not going to sound like that anymore. We're not going to do anything heavy. Yeah. We don't like heavy stuff anymore. I just think this is a really cool vibe for them. And it's, like you said, so much replay value in this tune. This and Strangers is going to get a lot of plays from me, for sure.
What did you guys think of Lost, the brand new single from Bring Me the Horizon? Do you like this direction, this change of pace for the band? What do you think of this film clip?
So sick.
It's funny because you're way more like, whoa, with gore and stuff, where I don't have that reaction to there. Like the piece in the eye, I can be like, oh, that's gross. But I'm not like, I don't know, it's not horror in the same way for me. It makes you uncomfortable.
I think it was done, you know me, with like eyeball shit, I can't handle that. That makes me cringe really fucking bad.
Can you touch your eye?
Nope.
Do you like people touch their eye?
Nope.
I can do it.
No. I'll punch you in the goddamn eye if I say
What is that thing? Jim Carrey's like...
yeah. That's fucking gross.
I don't really like it either, but I'll do it just to piss him off.
Ugh. That makes me fucking gag. It's so gross.
Yeah.
No, I think the thing is like because it's not delivered in a horror way. It's nice and bright and vibrant, and I get much more of a
tricks you into watching it.
Yeah, well, I get much more of a The Boys vibe. See, The Boys, I'm just like, oh, the same. That's hectic.
But he's like that to all the boys.
Yeah, it's different when, like, I watched the new Evil Dead movie that just came out recently, and there's a scene where there's like a cheese grater being grated down a leg. That makes me feel fucking sick.
Yeah, that's horrific. Why does anyone want to do that?
I mean, I don't think they wanted to.
No, as in, like, why do they want to make people watch that?
Yeah, because people are fucked up.
That is true.
But yeah, I thought that was really fun. That was sick. The setting of it gave me kind of Stranger Things vibes as well.
Yeah. That was the first thing I thought before the explosion. I was like, oh, and I was like, no, it's more Boise where the brain blow up.
Do you think the fact that we check out so many clips like this now, because it's become pretty popular for certain bands to do quite graphic things, do you think you're slowly becoming a little bit more desensitized to it?
No, because I've never had a problem with
Gore.
blood and gore.
Okay.
We've had this. Anyone that's been on the channel for a while, we've had this conversation more than once. Johnny just forgets because he's
he
old.
doesn't do horror. He does not do horror.
Yeah, I don't like the suspense. That's the thing I don't. I don't like the a bad thing's gonna happen. Wait for it. I don't like that. I want to just feel good, baby. Just feeling good all the time.
You know how we've been doing, we've been dabbling with other forms of content. Mm-hmm. And we did once upon a time talk about...
Johnny's made OnlyFans.
It's just basically all my feet and my farts.
I could have made a joke about fans. Anyway, go on.
You know how we were at one stage going to make you sit down and watch a horror movie?
You wanted to do that? Yep.
Yeah, you did not. I'm thinking maybe we should try and find a short compilation of some of the scariest scenes from horror movies. It'd be much more short, and see how you feel about certain scenes.
This is a very long reaction. If you're still watching, well done. It's not going to be
good. This is what our friends want.
It's not going to be good because it's going to be me doing this. I don't like that.
See, I like that. I'm sitting there.
You're enjoying that already?
It's so good.
Maybe it's because I'm not I don't watch reactions. For transparency, I don't think I'd subscribe to our channel because I don't watch reactions.
What, man? You mean you wouldn't want to watch me?
I watch you way too often. But I don't think... I'm definitely not... Of the two of us, I'm the least reactive by far. I'm normally people are like, oh, God, it's fucking arms doesn't say much. Because I don't. I'm not whoa, that's I don't have visceral reactions to things.
Yeah.
I'm more wait, and I'll talk about it and give commentary on what I thought. But I don't think I'd be very entertaining because I'm just
But for me, I still think that would be interesting to get your take on some of those scenes as well.
If you want me to do that, if you really like it, join the Patreon.
Oh, you dog.
We'll see you guys next time. Peace.